In world headlines, Australia is finally launching an unmanned submarine to scour the depths of the Indian Ocean for MH370. Now, this means searchers will stop listening for signals from the plane's black boxes, as the Pinger locator needs to operate in complete silence and cannot be used at the same time as the robot sub.
We haven't had a single detection in 6 days. So I guess it's time to go underwater.
All right, tail cone's wiggling, everything looks good here.
The US Navy says the robot sub Bluefin 21 will descend to a depth of 4,000 to 4,500 meters, approximately 35 meters above the sea floor, the ocean floor rather, and that's the upper limit of Bluefin 21's range. The vessel also operates very slowly.
Each mission conducted by the Bluefin 21 will take a minimum of 24 hours to complete. It will take the autonomous underwater vehicle 2 hours to get down to the bottom of the ocean. The first mission will see Bluefin 21 cover an area of approximately 5 kilometres by 8 kilometres, an area of 40 square kilometres. It will be on task for 16 hours. It will then take 2 hours to return to the surface and 4 hours to download and analyse the data collected.
It could take anywhere from weeks to months to scan the entire search area. Bluefin 21 can carry either a side sonar scanner or a video camera, but not both at the same time. So right now it's mapping the ocean floor using sound. If it comes up with anything interesting, it has to be sent down again with an underwater camera. To complicate matters, the vehicle will be working on a part of the seabed that is, quote, entirely new to man. Authorities expect to find a lot of silt and possibly strong underwater currents.
The silty bottom we're also concerned about, but there's not much we can do to impact that. Typically, we do find debris still sitting on top of silt, but it depends upon the density and the weight of the object.
Another possible development, authorities say they also found an oil slick yesterday evening, about 5.5 kilometers downwind from where the signals were picked up. It will be days before the oil can be tested conclusively ashore, but one expert explained why he doesn't think it could have come from the missing plane.
First of all, we believe that the plane crashed because it ran out of fuel. So there would have been very little aircraft fuel. It's 38 days since the crash. Oil degrades through evaporation and through exposure to sunlight. Not only that, Tropical Cyclone Gillian came very close to that region. That area was subject to very strong currents and big waves. So that would have had a lot of mixing as part of that.
Malaysia will review its defence protocols following criticism over how MH370 veered off course without setting off alarm bells earlier. The government says it's also worth looking into strengthening security partnerships, as the incident has shown that such cooperation is important.
We have seen Chinese ships entering Vietnamese waters to search for the plane. We have shared and received military radar data, and we have seen assets from dozens of countries combined and deployed in a truly global effort. These challenges were solved with assistance from our friends in ASEAN, but they also depended on relationships forged outside of formal ASEAN structures. So our second task, alongside strengthening ASEAN, is to embrace wider collaboration on security.